Visit CCGcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In this video I'm gonna play with Lapras-GX Quagsire deck. Decided to build this deck on a budget, and as you can see, no Cynthia, just two Guzmas, mainly for the new players that want to have, you know, something that can be competitive in the format, but also build on a budget. I know that there's many decks that can be built in the budget. For example, those Gramble decks and spread damage decks, but decided to play something different than usual. So again, we're playing the good old Lapras-GX from Sun and Moon with Blizzard Burn and Ice Beam GX. Following this main attacker, we also have side attacker Keldeo with Resolute Blade. Theoretically, with full opponent bench, we can strike for 140, and with Choice Band we can add 30 more damage. So actually we can go for 120 with Choice Band for 150 and with Kukui for 170. So theoretically we can one-hit knockout Tapu Lele with Counter Catcher play. So it's a decent 2-energy attacker and also non-GX attacker. And there's also Washout Quagsire that can move energies from bench to the active Pokemon, and Volcanion that can use that Jet Geyser and Sona Blast as well. Situational, I decided to tech one Oranguru with resource management, so I can basically recover some of the resources from my discard pile back into my deck. For the draw support, I decided to go with 4 copies of Acrobike, 3 Lilies, 4 copies of Tate Liza that can also be used as a switch, and 2 Professor's Kukui. In addition to that, for setup, I'm running 4 copies of Ultra Ball and 3 copies of Brooklet Hill. Speaking about energy acceleration, we have Aqua Patch. Speaking about switching and disrupting our opponent, we have 2 copies of Guzma, 1 copy of Counter Catcher, and 2 copies of Escape Rope. 1 copy of Field Blower, just situational, and if we also want to switch and heal some damage, we can use that Switch Raft as well. That can be very useful in this deck. 12 energies for energy attachment and Jet Geyser play, and 1 copy of Cyrus that can also force our opponent to basically put back all of his or her Pokemons from the bench, expect 2 of them, into their decks, so we can have some powerful advantage against some decks that are probably going to use those Melamars or maybe Macargo, Oranguru variants of the decks and stuff like that. Overall, very interesting deck idea, and also built on the budget. You're not going to pay too much to build this deck, maybe around 25 bucks or something like that to build it from the scratch, which is just insane in my opinion. So yeah, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more future videos and deck ideas. Let me also know in the comments below what you think about it. So see you in the game. Alright, so going with the Lapras Quagsire Keldeo budget deck, which means that this deck does not have Cynthia. It contains only 2 Guzmas. You know, it's built around the budget, and I'm just wondering how good it can be. We shall see. Alright, so first opening hand, 1 copy of a Ultra Ball. I'm gonna grab myself that Lapras. I also have opportunity to retreat if I want with my Swift Raft. So I think this opening hand was pretty good deal, in my opinion. More than that, I'm just gonna play that Aqua Patch in addition to my Lapras. And I'm gonna pass the turn. Next turn I can Ultra Ball for something like another Wooper, for example, and then I can go maybe with my Collect. Who knows, maybe I even decide to grab my Quagsire and play. So there's the Giratina. And I'm playing basically against top tier deck, you know. maybe not. Actually, it is a top tier deck. It is a tier 1, I should say, Giratina deck. Very highly ranked deck, especially in the Japan. We all know that it won a couple tournaments in Japan, and I'm playing basically with, you know, budget Lapras deck. So let's just see the full potential of the Lapras deck. Can I squeeze somehow victory here? We shall see. I hope I can. I mean, as it looks right now, I'm in a pretty decent condition to set up my board properly. I also see that Tapu Lele GX on my opponent's side of the field, so I'm gonna need something like Volcanion as well, so I can force him maybe to give me something in the active position. That is, for example, Melamar. On the other side, we might see 2 Giratina plays with Distortion Door from Discord Pile on the bench. And Latios as well. What I like about my deck is also the fact that I'm running that Keldeo as a secret weapon that can surprise my opponent from nowhere. Really like the idea of it. Okay, so first Distortion Door, and we might see another one, but probably not now, maybe a little bit later. Okay, energy attached to Giratina, and that's it. So Shadow Impact can go for like 130. Yeah, I really want to play that Ultra Ball because I got pretty good top deck card. For something like Volcanion. And let's go with Tate Liza. I could have my Quagsire and the chance to attack this turn, but rather decided not to do it. Can get that Keldeo in play as well. And I'm happy with 1 collect for now. Alright, not bad. So Keldeo can go for like 120 with Kukui for 140, so from nowhere I can definitely pull the knockout versus Giratina and surprise my opponent. That can be very important. On the other side, it all depends where he's going to put damage counters with Shadow Impact. I could also attack with my Volcanion Sona Blast as well, so I have a couple options to use as attack in this game. So Rescue Treasure from Mr. Treasure for the first Melamar in game. Maybe I should go for the knockout here against that Inkay, because in that case my opponent will not be in a position to attack, and theoretically that would not be a bad idea at all if I decided to get that Quagsire instead of the Volcanion on the bench. But it's not that I need Rush anywhere, still he needs to find option to retreat Inkay from the active position, or maybe another Melamar. Actually, he decided to attach his double core Zinji to Tapu Lele. We might see some action from Tapu Lele here. We might not. Who knows? But overall, I'm happy with the current setup at this moment. There's a skateboard, so we will actually see that energy drive going for 60. There it is. There's a Quagsire. There's the card I was looking for. So I can finally pull the knockout against that Tapu Lele and get myself basically 2 prize cards. I can just try to find more cards with the Acrobike. So first let's go with the washout. Okay, and another Aqua Patch. And with one Blizzard Burn for 190. It's very important to take first prize cards in the game. There's no doubt about that. There's a counter catcher as well, if I'm gonna need it. So the truth is, Giratina can hit for the knockout, but he decided to concede. Wow, that's huge surprise. Huge surprise. He decided to concede the game, so let's move on to the game number 2. Okay, let's call the heads, and let's see who's gonna start second or first. I'm starting second, not bad. If I can start with Lapras, so I can start using my collect. And the turn 1, always good option. So starting with a Lapras. There's one Acrobike, 2 Tate Liza's, Escape Rope, and Aqua Patch. So first Great Ball for Slugma, and then one Nazball for Snubble. Okie dokie. Looks like I'm gonna play against Gramble, so that's gonna be very tough matchup for me. There's a Pokénav and another Snubble. The good thing about Pokénav is that you can just grab, from the 3 cards, from the top 3 cards, Pokemon or Energy, and rearrange the rest of the cards in whatever position you like. So far, not that good. I'm searching maybe for that Acrobike setup. Yeah, Kukui is much more useful in my opinion. Just because with the result blade, I can pull the knockout theoretically. We're gonna need that Wooper on the bench. More than that, I can play my Choice Band, why not, and then use my collect. 3 copies of Lily. It's not that I need any of them. Okay, so there's a Great Ball for the Gramble. And the question still remains, can my opponent find exactly all he needs for the knockout here? Well, there's a switch, so there's a good chance that he can simply put top deck with Macargo into something like, I don't know, Energy, draw that Energy, and still he needs to find a way to hit me for like... Okay, there's a Tate Liza, so we might not see knockout this turn on my Lapras. Well, if I can survive maybe like 1 or 2 more turns without taking a knockout, that can be very important. Until I manage to set up. So Mystery Treasure, we might see nothing. Yeah, you can't actually take anything. So the top deck card can be Ultra Ball, and then you can draw that Ultra Ball with your Instruct. Play that Ultra Ball as well. And basically he decided to go for a Mystery Treasure. Alright, so maybe the last card in his hand is something like a Choice Band. That would be amazing play, and it is. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect that to happen. At least Jet Gazer can buy me some time. Okay. Funny thing is that I can even pull the knockout here. So I guess I'm gonna do that. Professor's Kukui. Alright. Yeah, with Oranguru and Macargo, he have all he really needs, so all out can go for like 160 anyways. And again, he just need to get rid of all of the cards from his hand, so yeah, not the best matchup to play against with this Lapras deck. However, I can't do enough damage with my Keldeo. I can hit at this moment for like 80. So maybe if he can put a couple more Pokemons on the bench, I can somehow surprise him. But otherwise, I'm just out of idea how to pull the knockout against the Gramble. So there's the Apricorn Maker for 2 Nazballs. I mean, losing my Volcanion is not good. Another Oranguru and another Nazball for Snubble, obviously. Okay, at least right now I can pull for 120 with my Keldeo. But as it looks right now, still my opponent needs to get rid of all 3 cards from his hand, so he just decided to all out for 30. Okay, which might be very useful for me. I have Kukui, so I can knock him out. But nothing else instead of that. Alright, at least it's the knockout, so Lapras-GX. That Kukui saves the day play. And again, 3 cards in my opponent's hand. And there's the Ultra Ball, the only card that he needs. Ultra Ball can search him another Snubble. And good thing is that I have Escape Rope available. Who knows what's going to be the top deck card? Probably some sort of energy or something like that. Alright. That Cyrus would be so badass to get, but I don't think that's gonna happen soon. And literally this is the only thing I can do. Those escape ropes are not that bad, but still. Smooth over into something like a Guzma we might see. Maybe I made a mistake here by not going for another. Yeah, right now he have 2 Macargos, Switch as well. And that's another knockout. It's very hard, very difficult to beat that Gramble deck. And right now I somehow get that energy card in play. Let's go with Escape Rope. I need to get rid out of some of the cards from my hand in order to maybe try to set up my Keldeo for knockout. Again, I need Quagsire Aqua Patch, so it's very difficult to get all of those cards. Well, I got the Aqua Patch, but no sign of the Quagsire, neither Ultra Ball. guess that's gonna be a GG. All he really needs is just Macargo for Guzma and then instruct for that Guzma. Guzma play okay, so he still needs a choice band. That's one extra card as well. Who knows, I maybe survive somehow this turn. We shall see. If I survive this turn without knockout, then I still have a chance maybe to pull the knockout next turn. Because obviously I have 2 energies. There's a rescue stretcher, so it's gonna be for another Gramble. And I think we might see just all out for like... Oh, there's a Guzma. Is there a choice band? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's the GG, unfortunately. I guess that Gramble was a little bit too much for this deck. Alright, so one more game, I guess. Game number 3. Managed to win 1 game, lost 1 game. And right now I'm playing the game number 3, so hopefully that game number 3 will be much better than previously 2 games. Starting first with my Volcanion. There's a Jet Geyser ability that I can use. There's a Brooklet Hill as well. Aqua Patch GRI, Tate Liza, so pretty decent opening hand, I should say. Something tells me that I'm playing against Rayquaza GX, but I might be wrong. Yep, looks like I'm definitely wrong here. Keldeo. Brooklet Hill for first a Lapras. Okay, definitely strong turn 1. And there's also one Wooper as well. I guess I'm happy with performance so far. I just need to find a way to retreat somehow next turn to my Lapras in order to start using that either way Collect or maybe Blazed Burn, we shall see. But even with Quagsire in play, I can move energies to my Volcanion and then use Sonoblast and strike hard and heavily. This Chikorita looks so nice, I like it. With synthesizes the same attack that Lurantis, actually Fomantis from Sun and Moon has. It says that you can search your deck for a grass energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon and shuffle your deck. There's Professor's Elm Lecture, so what we can expect. 2 Froakies, Chikorita, and another Froakie. Some sort of Greninja deck. Also, my opponent can use Brooklet Hill as advantage as well. When I think twice, it's even not bad to attack with Sonoblast. Neither with the Swift Raft as well. But the only good thing about Sonoblast is the fact that I can attack without, you know, thinking, will I be able to attack next turn or not? Turns out to be a really good idea to start with Volcanion and not to try retreat him. Alright, let's go with a Sonoblast. First prize card. It is a Ultra Ball, so I have Lily available for next turn. I can draw cards until I have 6 in my hand. So can he get that? Can he get that Rare Candy Meganium combo? We shall see. There's a Gladion play, so he really wants to search his prize cards, maybe for Rare Candy or Meganium. Timer Ball. 2 heads. Alright, so we might see some Greninja action. Alright, Swampert. And then Rescue Stretcher for Chikorita. I don't know why he don't use Brooklet Hill and why he didn't use Brooklet Hill turn before. Maybe he don't want to put too many Pokemons at the bench to increase the damage that I can done with my Keldeo. Maybe I'm completely wrong, who knows. Counter Energy and Switch discarded. Alright, for the Mudkip. And it is my turn, so gonna grab another Lapras in play. I'm gonna play my Lily as well. Okay, so right now I'm just full setup. Acrobike for Guzma. And another Aqua Patch as well. And another round of Sona Blast. Blasting my opponent bench and getting close to 3 prize card turn the next turn with my Volcanion. Literally, if I can play Guzma to one of those, either way Mudkips or Chikoritas, I can completely wipe those Froakie and Chikorita from play as well. But there we go with the rare candies. So this is going to be a Meganium, which says that once during your turn you might use the ability, choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. If you have stage 2 Pokemon in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon, you can put him on that Pokemon without playing a rare candy card. And right now he can use another one and put that Swampert in play, or maybe Greninja, but he decided to go with Greninja. That Greninja can easily be knocked out next turn by my Lapras-GX play. And it will be knocked out for sure. So I'm definitely looking forward to retreat. It is a very expensive retreat, I know that. But I don't care too much, as long as I can pull 2 prize card knockout this turn. In addition to that, I'm gonna play my Ultra Ball just to get rid of some of the cards from my hand. There we go, 230 down to 2 prize cards. What we have, Kukui and Keldeo. Best thing that can happen. He can surprise me probably with that Swampert play. I know he has Swampert available in his hand, and then Swampert will be placed in play next turn. Question still remains, can he get that super boost energy or not? I'm down to 2 prize cards. I also have Professor's Kukui as well. So another Lapras can be used for attack as well. And there it is. There is a Swampert. And Power Draw. And another Nazball. We might see another Froakie play. But I think I managed to knock out 3 Froakies, actually 2. Okay, so Mudkip play, definitely Lily and Beacon can also be used, but I think right now it's just a little bit too late for my opponent. However, he have Ninetales available, so that Ninetales can help my opponent for item search. Any 2 item cards can be found when you play Ninetales from your hand. Rescue Stretcher and Ultra Ball. So can I go for 200 with my active Lapras? I can, but I need to find another choice band. And energy as well. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go for Nugget against that Swampert on the bench. 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, choice band 190. If he gets that, obviously, Super Boost energy in play. I don't want to take a risk, I just want to knock that Swampert out next turn. Or even better, 190, 210. Yeah, with 210 I still can't knock that Greninja out. And there is a Super Boost energy. Will we see a switch? Yes, we will see a switch. And this is literally 130 on my Volcanion on the bench. I can see that coming. Tate Liza. Yeah, Cyrus would be very nice. But I'm definitely looking for the knockout. Who's gonna be knocked out? That's Swampert for sure. Don't really want to think twice. Okay, 160. There's the energy card, and I'm only 1 prize down to the victory in this game. What else he can do? Probably hit me for like 110 or something like that, but it wouldn't matter too much. So Lapras, next turn hitting for like 210 that Greninja. Biggest problem is that I'm gonna need, for victory I need top deck card, which is for example Escape Rope. Actually Escape Rope won't help me because then he can, actually Escape Rope can help me. Even if he decides to put that Ninetales in play. So I took 110. And there we go, there's Escape Rope. So that's the GG. That is a GG. So I'm still hitting only for 190, but after that Kukui play, I'm hitting for 210. And that's the knockout. So, who would thought that Lapras-GX could be such an amazing deck in the standard format. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Have a nice day until the next time, so we'll see you in the next video.